Hello captains and welcome to the stream. My name is Serge, Pilot Club 6, and this morning we're doing a TPC charters flight with service to Springfield, Massachusetts. Here we are at the ramp in Cincinnati. We have 101 passengers on manifest, about 4,700 pounds of cargo. We're at gate 58. And we're going to get our flight started shortly. I appreciate you joining the stream. We haven't flown in a few days here. We're grounded due to our other commitments. So I think last time I flew was Sunday. So I've been itching to fly. Got a call from dispatch this morning. Got this flight here. Our flight time scheduled for 1 hour 51 minutes with distance of 618 nautical miles. Got a slight headwind, no big deal there. So we'll keep an eye on that. As you can see, here's our flight plan. Let me make this a little bit bigger for you guys so you can see essentially what we're doing is we're departing out of Cincinnati via the Rocked 1 departure, and we will arrive into Springfield via the Stella 1 arrival. Our cruise level today is 37,000 feet, and of course we're flying in the Airbus A320neo, our favorite aircraft here. So, alright, so that is what we have. Let's jump in the flight deck. Alright, here we are in the beautiful A320neo flight deck. And we'll go ahead and make sure that aircraft is ready to receive power. Our radar is off. Speed brake disarmed and retracted. Flaps retracted. Engine switches are off. Okay, our landing gear lever is down and windshield wipers are off. We are good to go, gents. Let's do this. So we'll go ahead and turn our batteries on. Alright, we do have external power available, so we'll turn that on. And we'll just go through our overhead prep. That looks good. Let's go to our EFB. We'll turn that on. We'll import our data for the flight here, so everything's looking good and correct. So we'll go to our ground tab. We'll get our jet bridge, baggage, and catering. Alright, looks like it's doing the right thing, except for our catering. Okay. Well, that's alright. Let's jump back in here. Let's request our fuel. And we'll start boarding. Not a lot of passengers here on this flight, 101 passengers, so that is fine. We'll start boarding process. so here's our tracker for TPC charter. So you can actually see our fueling here, and our payload is increasing, so we'll come back to that. Okay, so while we're here, actually let me do this. We'll go to our MCDU, Etsu, AOC menu, we'll initialize. Looking good. Let's go to init and initialize our flight. Looks good. Cost index 47. We'll get our winds and temperatures here. Looks good. Let's go back to Etsu. AOC, we'll get our weather. We are on VADSIM, however, there are no controllers available, so we'll just do what we need to do there. Let's go ahead and print that METAR. Sweet. So here we are. Here's the weather for CVG. Let's confirm. 3011. Okay, it's close enough. We're departing, let's see here, runway 36 right is the real world ATIS, which we looked up just a few minutes prior. So we'll go to flight plan, CVG, departure. I already forgot what I say, 36 right, okay. 36 right. Our SID is rocked 1. With A-tie transition, I suppose that's how it's pronounced. So we'll plug that in, we'll insert. And our arrival in Springfield is going to be via runway 5. As of now, of course, that may change, so we'll take a look. But Stella 1 arrival. We'll do no vias at this time, and our transition is HNK. Here it is, and we'll insert that. Let's scroll through our flight plan and remove the discontinuities here. Let's take a look at our, so BAF is our last fix on the arrival, and then we go to probably initial approach fix on the ILS 5. So we'll go ahead and delete this discontinuity as well. Alright, let's go to here, and we'll put KCVG-36 right for our emergency return. Alright, and then let's go to init. Let's see. Looks like we are done fueling. Let's confirm that on our iPad. Yep, we are done fueling, so we'll go ahead and put our block fuel, which is 16.9. 16.9. We'll wait for our zero fuel weight and zero fuel weight CG. Alright, we're on 1228, so we're good with that. We'll go ahead and continue with our flight deck prep. we say QNH was 3011. Okay, that looks good. So we'll go ahead and throw seatbelt signs on. And we'll turn on our fuel pumps. And we'll start the APU. Alright, that's looking good. Yep, looks like our services are complete, so we're good with that. So let us take a look at our departure here. Departing 36 right, climb heading 6 to 1400, then direct Hags. That looks correct. And then on depicted route to Wadal. Yep, that looks good here. Let's see. Kind of a weird, little weird thing here. But that's all right. Alright, so that sounds good. Let me go ahead and step away just for 1 second and chat with the cabin crew. I'll be right back. Alright, let's go ahead and jump back on flight deck. We are finished boarding. That's awesome, so we'll go ahead and get going. And we'll call the tug. Yep. See the tug's getting into position. We'll go ahead and engage APU bleed. Turn on beacon lights. And we'll disconnect. Alright, we'll disconnect our external power. So we're all buttoned up here. Good. Let's go back here to our init B. Get our zero fuel weight and zero fuel weight CG. We'll go to our performance. It's going to be flaps 1 departure. It'll be a toga. We'll get our V speeds 129, 130, and 134. That looks good. Also, we did get our squawk code, so let's get that in. It's 4057. 4057. Put that on auto. We didn't do a walk around. We'll let the first officer do that on this flight here, so it's all right. So let's take a look at our push. So where are we gonna need to push? Okay, I think we're gonna need to push. We're departing 36 right, so tail left. Okay, we'll do that. So the tug is connected. We'll go ahead and push. Elwin, welcome to the stream. Thank you for popping in. Appreciate you. Just getting buttoned up here and getting ready to do our push. Our TPC Charters Airline flight with service to Springfield. 101 passengers, light flight today. So we're just getting going here. Yep, still got no ATC. So we'll be on Unicom. Go ahead, release parking brakes. And we'll start our push. Go ahead and start engine 2. Right. Sounds great here. All right, let's go ahead and start turning left. By the way, our top altitude for this departure for jets is 6,000, so we'll plug that in. Alright, engine 2 is available, so we'll start engine 1. Let's go straight back here a little bit. And then we'll start turning left. And we'll stop here. Set our parking brake. If you're just joining in, we're doing a TPC Charters Airline flight with service to Springfield, Massachusetts. 101 passengers. We're in an Airbus A320. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Alright, looks like we got our good start on engine 1. So we'll go ahead and release the tug. Let's go ahead and load our charts. So for Cincinnati, here we're going to need our airport chart. We're going to need our departure chart. And then for our destination, we'll need our approach, ILS 5, we'll need our arrival, which is Stella 1, and we'll need our taxi chart. So we're all set with that. Here's our pin charts. Alright, so here we are. So we're basically going to taxi. Pretty straightforward here, via Tango, I believe, so we'll make the call. Cincinnati traffic, Airbus Pilot Club 6 is taxiing to runway 36 right via Tango, Cincinnati. Alright, let's go to our overhead. We'll turn off APU bleed and APU master. We can turn on our taxi lights. And we can turn on our weather radar. Looking good. Parking brake off. Let's go. Fairly empty Cincinnati airport here this morning. Alright, so we are coming up on Sierra. Got some sort of aircraft here. Okay. Alright, so we'll pass Sierra here. Clear left and right. We'll turn right on Tango. Alright, flaps 1. Do our flight control check. Full up. Let me go flight controls. Yep, here we go. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. And rudder. Operating correctly. We'll arm spoilers. Alright, we're making progress here. Kind of a long taxi here. 10,000 feet runway, so you gotta get all the way back to the other side. Try to stay on the center line here. Okay. Okay, everything's looking good here. And we're going to take full runway here, so we'll go to the next intersection.
Cincinnati traffic, Frontier 2476, taxi and a runaway 36 center, coming out of ramp 2 onto Delta to 36 center, Cincinnati traffic.
Alright, so we'll set our parking brake here. Let me see here. Okay, we're not getting our takeoff data here. Alright, we go here, we'll turn the Lights on. Things looking good here. Packs off. 129, 130, 134. That looks good. Okay, flaps 1. Yeah, it's funny here. We're supposed to get our takeoff stuff. I'm not sure if we're forgetting something or what the deal is. Let's go max brake, ground spoilers armed. Huh. It's interesting. Alright, let's go to our departure chart. So we have it here. Okay, that looks good. Let me go ahead and get rid of the iPad and the camera for our departure. Cincinnati traffic, Airbus Pilot Club 6, taking runway 36 right for departure to the east via Rock 1, Cincinnati. Alright, here we go. Yeah, for some reason we didn't get our...
Approaching runway 36 right. Entered runway 36 right. 9,900 feet remaining.
Yeah, we didn't get our takeoff info here. Oh, you know what? I know what we didn't do. Stand by. Let me get lined up here first. 36 right. Alright, we'll stop here for a second. And we'll put our transponder into auto. Alright, everything's looking good here. Ping the cabin. Hey, the corporate pilot dad is here with us this morning. Welcome, welcome. We're just about to take off. You caught us just at the right moment to see this beautiful departure here. So we'll go ahead and conduct our takeoff. So. Alright, stabilized. Toga. Mantoga SRS runway. Auto thrust blue. (100). V1 and rotate. Alright, positive rate. Gear up. AP1 on. Nav checked. Alright, climb thrust.
Cincinnati traffic, Frontier 2476,
And flap 0.
Center. RNAV to Volvo, Cincinnati traffic.
Yep, can turn air conditioner back on. Did a little bit of a cleanup here. All good. About to be making this right turn. Alright, here we go. Alright, so what we can do here with this funny wiggly is we'll just go direct comics and insert, and that'll get our wiggly thing fixed. We're at 6,000 again, no ATC here, so we'll clear ourselves to our final cruise level, which is flight level 370. Managed, and we got climb mode, and we're direct comics. Everything's looking good so far. Hope you guys having a good time. Got my coffee. I know the corporate pilot dad got his coffee, so let's enjoy this nice departure here. Let's make sure we're good to go here. Yep, everything's looking good. And here's our vertical profile on the iPad on 4 flights, so you guys can see. Looks like 2476 took off. Good, we're making our progress. About an hour and 50 minutes in the air. So we passed 10,000 feet, so we'll go ahead and turn our seatbelt signs off and our landing lights off. All right, awesome. Okay, no restrictions here on the flight, or on the departure rather, so we're fine. Make sure our tracking is doing well. Yep, looking good. Oop, didn't want to close that. Nope. Almost closed the tracker. No. Let's see what we got here. Yep, we should have started tracking before starting the engine. We'll get a little ding for that, but that's okay. Alright, passing 16,000. Nice departure, no problemo. We'll be on our way. There we're passing 18,000 feet, so QNH to standard.
Climbing through transition altitude.
Sweet. That's looking good. Beautiful Neo engines here. All right. Yeah, we're making progress here. I'm not talking too much. Just waiting to get to cruise, and then I'll get a chance to go chat with the cabin crew. I let the first officer monitor, and we go chat with the cabin crew, make sure everything's okay. Let's see here. Okay, we're good. Let's go get rid of these charts we don't need. And we'll go to our next chart, which is the arrival into Springfield. Alright, I think we got some restrictions here. We'll be taking a look. See here, Stella at 11,000. Yep, we'll have to put that in. It's expect, so normally ATC would give that to us, but since there's no ATC, we'll just do that and put that restriction in there. Alright, that's close enough. What else we got here? We got Albany at 15,000. Swede, Canaan, let's see here. Swede below 230. Okay, so 230. And we got Cannon. Shiggy, Stella at 11. Let's see if we can do that again here. Nope, it's alright, close enough. And then molds. Okay, and then bath. So molds. Here's bath. Yep, I got it. So for our ILS 5, should be. Oh, interesting. It's an arc here. Okay, so we'll just take it straight in and we'll be at above 2600. All right. So we're approaching our cruise level. The corporate pilot dad, yes, this is my, I don't know, third, fourth cup this morning. It's been a rough start. So we're just getting caffeinated here. So the charts that I have here in Navigraph obviously are Jepson, right? That's what's in Navigraph. Now my charts in ForeFlight are not Jepson. They are FAA. And I'm actually, I know you like Jepson charts better, but I'm just not. I wouldn't say I prefer FAA charts. I've gotten used to them more, so I use those. I use both here. I like having the charts on the EFB here in the aircraft, and then of course on my ForeFlight on the tablet. So I look at both, or use both rather. So the reason I wear the parka, or I call it the puffy, is I'm in the basement. That's where the sim is. The basement has HVAC, but it's not insulated, so it is rather chilly in the winter. And it's very, very nice in all the other seasons. It's halfway underground to walk out basement. So yes, I have to wear my puffy. The corporate pilot dad is very observant, you know. It's those little details that matter, you know what I mean? Alright, so let's see what we got here. Alright, we've reached our cruise level. I think it's time for me to go chat with the cabin crew. I'm going to leave you guys with this view here as we cruise along. We got about an hour of flight time remaining. Let's see here. You need something. I will send you a link to your Discord. I have this best $100 I've spent. Yep, send me the link. I'll check it out. But right now we'll go take a look at what the cabin crew are doing and chat with them a little bit, and I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Looks like everything's going well. Jump on flight deck here. Yep, making progress. All is well. So we're talking about our basements and flight sim pits. Let me show you my setup. Let's see here. So this is the Pilot Club Discord. Let me see if I have one here. That's not the latest. Here's the latest. So here's what my setup looks like here, and here you can actually see the cinder blocks here. So that's how the walls are, that they're not insulated at all, but I do have the ducts for HVAC, so but it's probably not enough. It's just a lot of cold from the floor. I do have a little carpet here, a thin carpet on the floor, but yeah, so these walls here you can see are cinder blocks. So that's that. But wanted to share with you guys my setup here. So we got a 32-inch pancake monitor, Airbus side stick, Airbus throttles with the speed brakes and flaps add-on, and a bunch of other things here. Rudder pedals here. We got our keyboard. This is actually FSX keyboard, so it has a lot of shortcuts and commands written right on it. Love this keyboard. Had it for a long time. It is awesome. Our FCP here, which is the Behringer X-Touch Mini with the rotary knobs and the buttons and everything else. I don't use it for the Airbus because I do have the Mini FCU on the way, so we'll use that. Have this throttle unit. It's pretty neat for GA. Here's our ForeFlight on iPad. Got some speakers behind, some speakers here. We got a subwoofer below. This here iPad, or well, it's a Android tablet anyways. I use touch portal on it, so I can configure it in any kinds of ways with buttons and things and aircraft profiles, and I usually run OBS shortcuts here for streaming, and then I have my views set up in there I can use as well. Of course, my second monitor here for streaming, OBS, got the V-Pilot, and other things here. So, and here's the camera. So pretty happy with my setup. It's I like to keep it minimal and clean. Oh, and one thing I forgot to tell you, my head tracker is attached here on the bottom of the monitor. And another item I forgot is this here GA box with battery ignition and generators and lights, switches and things like that. James TPC 36 made this one for me with the TPC logo on top, and then we have a big TPC sticker here, and then another TPC sticker here. I need to start wearing Pilot Club merch though. I don't have any hats. I probably need a hat. That would be good to wear for the stream, but got some shirts and stuff, so that's pretty cool. Alright, we're cruising along, 37,000 feet. And the corporate pilot dad probably will tell me that I need to monitor our fuel consumption, so let's go ahead and look at that. Okay, yep, doing all right. Check our electrical, everything's looking good here. Hydraulics, yep, real good. See our air conditioner, 76. Yeah, I think we need to make this a little cooler for the cabin anyways. In the cockpit here, we need the heat. We need the warmth. Oh, wrong button there. And I think that is it. good to go. Alright, so let us take a look at our arrival. Once again, we pull up the narrative here. Let's see what transition we have. HNK. Okay. So we should expect radar vectors to final approach course prior to BAF vortex. So let's take a look at our map here. Yep, so from molds we'll go BAF and we'll get our vectors to final approach course to intercept for ILS 05 prior to BAF. That makes sense, and it'll probably be 5 mile final or so. Let's take a look at our approach chart here for ILS 5. Again, we're not going to do the arc, and we're not going to do, I don't know if there's a course reversal or what's going on here. We'll just intercept. Let's go to our box here. So basically, oops. By the way, our top of descent is 1534 Zulu. So in about 30 minutes, we'll start our initial descent. Anyways, back to what we're doing here. So here's BAF, and then it takes us to Herc. Let's see. So here's Herc right here. That's initial fix. That's fine. And so we should be above 2600 at Herc. So we'll put that in here. Just to get us ready. And since I'm not a real world airline pilot, I'm probably doing this out of sequence or whatever. I don't know what the the workflow is, or it may differ, but this is kind of how I do my flights and stuff like that. So obviously in cruise we have a chance to plan our arrival and those types of things. Look at the airport here. So landing 5 right there. Let's see, do we have a terminal here at this field? I believe this is a Class Delta. Let me see. Yep, Class Delta. Oops, wrong button. So we have the east ramp. Yeah, I think that's just where we're going to be, east ramp. We're going to exit. Well, we're not going to be able to exit on November. We may be able to exit on 3-3 and then connect to Gulf. That's what we're going to do. If we had ATC, they would tell us if it's authorized or not. If not, we would just go back all the way to Gulf here. But we'll see if we can exit on 3-3. Okay, so that's looking good. Let's go ahead and take a look at our weather. In Springfield, we'll put it in. A little early, it'll change probably, although it's been updated 8 minutes ago. So winds are 20 at 18. Gusting to 22. Visibility is 10 miles. We got some few clouds at 2800, scattered 25,000. Temperature is 0. Our QNH is 3005. We'll plug that in, and let's see what our minimums are for ILS 5. 437, 437. We'll put that in. So we just got that ready, and we'll monitor. All right. Nice. If you're just joining the stream, welcome. We are flying TPC Charters Airline flight with service to Springfield. We departed Cincinnati about 40 minutes ago. We have another 45 minutes to go. 101 passengers with us today. So far, it's been a great flight. We're going to be coming in to Springfield via Stella 1, so we'll get ready for that soon. Our top of descent is coming up in about 25 minutes or so. Let's look at our vertical profile here. Yep. Our box tells us here. Let's see. Our box tells us here top of descent at 15:34, and it's 15:06 right now. So in about 30 minutes or 25 minutes or so, we'll do that. We're on VATSIM, no ATC. We're on Unicom. Everything's been going great. If you guys want to chat about anything or have any questions or anything like that, let me know, and we can do that. Let me go here. Is this report? I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and put in KCEF 05. And we have plenty of extra fuel here. Cool. Great flight so far. Enjoying it. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Let's see here what's going on in the cabin. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That is looking fantastic. Let's go look on the other side. Yep, really good, real nice. All right, I think it's lavatory break, so I'll be right back, and see you guys soon. All right, we're back on flight deck here. We got about 30 minutes of the flight remaining. Let's see what we are doing here. Okay, we're coming up to our top of descent, so that is awesome. I want to welcome Greg to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for popping in, sir. I was just chatting with the corporate pilot dad. He stopped by the stream as well, and we were just talking about doing sort of a chat, maybe next stream or one of those streams, so we can chat on stream. We talk just about every day, but I think it'll be good to get the corporate pilot dad here on the flight deck, and he is a real-world pilot, as you guys know, and has a lot of good insights into flying. Matter of fact, came across his videos maybe 3 years ago on his YouTube channel, and learned a lot about real-world aviation from him. And certainly, I think I came across his videos on the CJ4, as at that time I was learning how to fly it, and he gave me a lot of insights into real-world biz jet operation. So that was how we met, and the rest is history. We've known each other for 3 years now, I think, and he's been a good friend. And it looks like yes, we have been planning to do the interview for a couple of years now. I think something always came up with the schedules and everything. Of course, the corporate pilot dad flies business jets for a living, so he's always busy, and I'm busy with my day job, and of course the pilot club and everything else. But I think it's time to get him on flight deck here and one of our streams and flights, and have a good conversation and hang out and drink coffee or beer or whatever it is that we're gonna drink Yingling, you know. Talk about aviation and life and all kinds of things. I think it's a perfect conversation for when we're in cruise. So we'll plan something and we'll do that. All right, so let us start taking a look here. We are about 200 miles from destination here. We're coming up on, what is this, Maggio, on Juliet 49 airway. Yep, still flying through that there. Let's see what the box says here for us. Top of descent is 15:35. It's now 15:24, so in about 10 minutes we can start our top of descent. By the way, if you guys want to know how to plan your top of descent and your descent in general, the corporate pilot that has a fantastic video on that simplifies the myth about that topic. So check out his channel, the corporate pilot dad. Put that in the search box. He's got fantastic videos there on all of that. Yes, Yingling rules, absolutely. That's my favorite. The oldest brewery in America. All right, let's take a look at our weather, make sure nothing's changed. METAR is 31 minutes old, so same. Winds 20 at 18, gusting 2, visibility's 10. Got a few clouds at 2800, temperature 0. Our altimeter is the same, 3005, so no problem. Should be good arrival into Springfield. And just so you guys know, once we land in Springfield, we're going to take a little break, deboard the aircraft, and probably grab some lunch at the airport cafe, and then we'll be back on live stream flying from Springfield to our next destination for TPC Charters Airline. So should be a good day of flying. I'm planning on doing 2-3 flights today. Like I said earlier, with all my commitments, I've not been able to fly since last Sunday. Last Sunday we did Sunday Fun Day with the Pilot Club. Great flight, and that was live on stream, so I've not flown or didn't have a chance to stream or fly all week. Was planning on doing FNO last night. I understand it was very busy, but didn't get a chance to do that. Just too tired coming back from work, so got the energy today. Certainly 4 cups of coffee this morning helped. I'm all jittery now, so that's all right. I'm awake. Yep, so we got our bottom altitude dialed in here on the FCP, or FCU, I think the Airbus calls it. Once it's time, we'll activate our initial descent. You can see it on the display here. So it's in about 50 miles or so. We may start a little earlier. It's okay. No hard restrictions on this arrival, as we've discussed before. There's some expect altitudes, which if ATC was on, we would expect, certainly. Wouldn't put that in the box just yet, unless they told us. But since we're on Unicom, so we put those expected altitudes in, so our VNAV should work beautifully in the fly-by-wire A320neo. Have I ever had Death Wish coffee? I have not had that. No, sir. We have the well, we have a couple of machines here. Keurig in the basement, which we don't use a lot. This is where the flight sim pit is, and my bike shop and all that. But upstairs in the kitchen we have the, is it Nescafe, well, whatever it's called, some fancy machine that I think Danny DeVito advertises, and he's in those commercials. But my wife gets that brand, pretty decent though. But that's the strongest, one of the strongest. I'll tell you one thing. When I was in the military, I've gotten hooked on coffee and nicotine for that matter. But the coffee that we drank in the military was just horrendous. It's like tar, just drinking straight caffeine, and so strong. We had to stay awake for either operations or training or whatever. So I'm no stranger to strong coffee. However, over the years I've gotten soft and started drinking lighter coffee and weaker coffee. But and I mean I like strong coffee, I think, but at times I'd rather have lighter coffee and drink a couple of cups. I just like the process. I do a cup of coffee every morning with my meditation routine, and I use the term meditation loosely because I just smoke a cigarette, drink a cup of coffee, look out in the world and in the front yard and see the birds and the bees and all of that. Beautiful views with, it's dark when I wake up at 6 in the morning, but that's when I have my first cup. Then I have my second cup on the way to work, and then maybe another cup around lunchtime, maybe. But usually it's 2 cups. Although today, like I said, it seemed like I needed some extra. I needed some extra coffee there. But I will check out the Death Wish coffee. I also haven't tried the Black Rifle Coffee Company coffee. I heard that was pretty good, and I certainly support that company, being run by veterans and having the military roots. So I need to look into that as well. Yep, so here's our flight level 230 expected restriction, which we made permanent here or mandatory at Swede. Shouldn't be any problems meeting that restriction there. Oh, good, yeah. Black Rifle is great. From what I heard, haven't tried. I do what I'm told. If whatever my wife gets, and that's what we get in the house. That's what we do. It's pretty decent. I want to say, maybe I'm messing up the name of this brand, but Nescafe I think it's called, or Nespresso. Is it Nespresso? I don't know. All right, very good. Coffee is like dating women. You have to try many varieties before you settle down with one you like. I love it. Yeah, I think that's a good analogy right there. Yeah, corporate pilot dad got jokes this morning, so that's great. Yeah, I think it's Nespresso with the round pods, but they're bigger round pods. So I have those. We have the Keurig in the basement, like I said, with the more square pods, and that coffee's now, to me, tastes very much weak and watered down, so I don't drink it. We have the machine here in the basement, but the other one it's got more flavor. It's stronger, and it's got that bit of foam in there on top when you pour it. So I like that. That's very good. All right, so why don't we go ahead and start our descent here. So we'll engage our initial descent. So we're in descent mode. We got about.
Destination ATIS is 127.525.
All right, we got about 20 minutes of flight remaining or so. It's been an uneventful flight, and that's how we like it. No crazy things are happening here, although 2024 started. All right, we got rudely interrupted by the first officer with his cabin announcement. Just kidding. Thank you. By the way, that's V1 Simulations as the first officer on the fly-by-wire A320neo. They did a great job with recording his announcements there. So what was I saying is 2024 started kind of funny with me. For me, in flight sim, I had like 3 or 4 go-arounds in the first week or two of flying in January. So, and a couple were my fault, really, and then a couple were, well, one was ATC's fault, and then one was a runway excursion, a runway aircraft on the runway. So we had to do those go-arounds. So I got all my go-rounds out of my system for the year. This makes it a little more exciting, but this flight is uneventful, and I would like it to stay that way. Sometimes I do like busy events, like the FNO last night would have been it, but then you encountering ground delays, maybe holds in the air or ground holds or whatever. Yeah, that's like an hour and a half flight turns into 3 hours, and I just wasn't feeling it yesterday. We'll probably do next FNO next Friday. Pilot Club flying Thursday events get busy like this as well, and Sunday Fun Day events are pretty mellow. I wouldn't say they're too busy. So sometimes I like busy flights, and sometimes I like laid back, relaxed flights, as this flight is here. All right, we're catching back up to our profile. got about 20 miles until Swede. I hope we can make that restriction. It looks like we will. Let's go back here and get our updated weather, just so that we have it in the cockpit. So we'll wait for that request. Corporate pilot, that yes, it does spin and makes a lot of noise. Yeah, it sounds like something is spinning in there. Yep. Yep, it's a nice machine. It's got a separate water tank container, and it's got automatic lid. Just one button on top. You press it, the lid opens, put the pot in, close the lid, and hit the button again, and it brews it. All right, we got our METAR, our updated METAR, so we'll print that again. I mean, isn't this a neat feature? I don't know if Greg is still... Yep, Nespresso. Yes, sir. Yes, it is Nespresso. Yeah, I keep messing it up, thinking it's Nescafe. It's Nespresso. Hope Greg is still on the stream there. He's been learning 320 Neo as well, so it's a cool feature where you can print your METAR here in the cockpit, or you can set it up so it prints to your actual printer. That's kind of cool too. I like it in the cockpit here because we already get that information in ForeFlight on our iPad. Alright, you know what we can do now, I think, is time to go to our landing calculator, and we'll get our data here. Let's get it from METAR. Okay, that looks good. So let's go take a look at our runway here. First of all, let's make sure we're still landing 5. Yes, we are. So go to runway tab, looking for our runway heading is 048. Okay, that puts us at runway 5. We'll go with good conditions. Runway slope is 0.06, not that it would matter here. Our LDA is 11597. Okay, our approach speed, which we already calculated, is 130. 130. Okay, let's go look at our weights. So we're 132 right now. Go back to the iPad. See what we had here. Yep, 130.6. So we'll just go ahead and put 130 in. 135 is fine. Flaps are going to be full. No overweight procedure. Reverse thrust. Yeah, let's take it. Why not? All right. What are we missing here? We're missing something. What did I not fill in? Runway slope 0.06. Runway elevation is what we didn't get. 236. Now we can calculate, so here we are. We're good to go. We'll go brake slow. Let's go back to our charts here. Okay, so we'll dial in our brakes to low. All right, we're going to Canon. Okay. Our decel point, I hope, is not going to be here. That's too early. All right, we're continuing our descent here. Yeah, I don't know that. Yeah, that machine is not cheap probably, but wife wanted it, so we got it. But I'm certainly not rich. Rich at heart, right? No, I know you're joking. It's a good machine. Keurig is no problem with it, but I just, after going to that, I realized that it just tastes weaker to me. So maybe putting the right coffee in would do the trick. But even though we got the machine here in the basement, I still go upstairs, and if I'm in the basement, I go upstairs and make a cup with the espresso. All right, let's see how we doing here. We're doing okay. Yep, we're doing okay. So we're at 21.5 here. Let me look at something. Yep, so we need to be at 11 at Stella. Yeah, you know what's interesting? I mean, it's still cheaper than buying coffee elsewhere, like Starbucks, which, I mean, I drink once in a while. I'm not a huge fan, but I mean, their coffee is expensive. Everything's so expensive, but yeah, coffee's expensive too out there. So making it at home, I think it's like, I want to say the cups are $1, maybe $1 a cup or something like that. And if you're just joining the stream, we're flying TPC Charters Airline flight with service to Springfield, 101 passengers. We're about 12 minutes or so from the destination. And we're going to take a little break there, and we'll fly back, or not fly back, but fly our next leg a little bit later on today. So we'll go eat lunch, and we'll do another live stream later on with our next flight for TPC Charters. I agree, definitely. Yeah, Starbucks is. I used to drink Starbucks all the time when I was younger, but not so much now. Yep, so we're passing Albany here. Man, look at that. That's looking fantastic. Clouds look realistic, look really good. Hope you guys can see that on stream. It looks really nice on a large monitor. Alright, here we are below flight level 230, which we are. Yeah, we kind of just leveled off at 21.5. Yep, we need to continue our descent though, so hopefully we will do that. We'll take a look, make sure We're good here. Yep, we're good. Yep, and we're continuing our descent here at about 2,200 or 2,500 feet per minute now. $3,200 feet. Okay. Well, we didn't have to stay at 21.5 for that long to go do this crazy rate. 4,000 almost. Yes, corporate pilot debt. I agree. They look decent, really. Let's look at some external views. Had our first officer put some cameras out for the external views here. Yeah, that looks nice. Let's look on this side. Oh, look at that. We got some aircraft there. Yep, that's 779er right there on the radar. You can see. You probably won't see it on stream, but it's right there. He's climbing. It's going to be hard to see on stream for sure, but on the big screen here looks good. Yep, so clouds look pretty decent. All right, we passed 18,000. Let's go ahead and set our QNH to 3005. And our standby, 3005. Good to go. Okay, making that right turn. We meet that restriction at Cannon. Oh, we don't have one there. Okay, 11 at Stella. Yep, that's good. Let's go ahead and control our speed ourselves. Yep, he's at 35,000. Let's see, Herc above 25. Let me look at this here. Yep, okay, so we're okay with that. Yeah, we'll just have to vector ourselves in. Probably 10 miles after molds, we'll go into heading mode. And we'll do our vectors since, again, no ATC right now. Alright, let's go 280. Let me go ahead and turn on our landing lights and turn on our seatbelt signs. Yep, here's that aircraft there in front of us. Let's see. Yep, there he is. I don't know if he's landing there. No, he's not landing there. He's 35,000. Okay, so we'll make that left turn towards Bath. And then we'll vector ourselves in. Let's go 250. Let's do manage mode here. We need to slow down our descent. What happened? Yep, we're okay. Go 240. Yep, that looks good. And we will go heading mode now. And we will go 150. Actually, let us go to 160. Maybe even 170. Yeah, let's do that. 170, just to get a good intercept angle. We'll cut back in west. Alright, I'm gonna make the call on Unicom. Westover traffic, Airbus Pilot Club 6 is about 15 miles to the west of the field inbound, ILS 05. We're descending 7,500 now, Westover. Sweet!
Long Island traffic, Air Canada 779, flight level 2420, 23 nautical miles west of Whitmore, coming in on 40 left approach runway 26, Long Island.
Alright, so he's going to Long Island. I thought I saw another aircraft here around here somewhere. Alright, how are we doing here? We're descending pretty good. I think we need to go a little bit more on the vertical speed here. We'll go to 220.
Class Charlie below in 4.1 miles.
Okay, we'll go to our box here. We'll activate the approach phase and confirm. And engage the landing system.
Class Delta below in 12.4 miles.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and start turning to intercept our final approach course. We'll go flaps 1. Alright guys, here we go, coming in. Should be turning here to intercept. And we'll arm the localizer. On ForeFlight it looks like we're past the localizer, but here it looks good. And we'll go direct Kirk.
Class Delta below in 9.5 miles.
Oh yeah. Okay, yep, we did pass it. Huh, okay, weird.
Class Delta in 5.6 miles.
Alright, so good altitude here. We should intercept the localizer shortly. Okay, Loc Star. We'll go manage mode.
Delta in 5.4 miles.
Alright, let's see here. We're at 10 miles, okay. Westover traffic, Airbus Pilot Club 6, 10 mile final. 405. And we're at 2600 Westover. Alright, so here's our 10 mile final. Glide slope alive. Let's go ahead and arm the glide slope intercept. Okay. Have the airfield in sight. We'll go flaps 2. Yeah, it's gusty here. All right, let's go gear down. Good. All right, we'll go ahead and get rid of the camera and iPad for landing. Go flaps 3. We didn't really talk about our missed approach here, so let's take a look. Missed approach, climb to 2700, heading 048, intercept, direct. Okay, So, yep, 2700. So we got our glide slope here, so we'll set our missed approach altitude here, and then we'll deal with it later. Unfortunately, fly-by-wire doesn't support missed approaches yet, so once they put that in, it'll be good. All right, let's go flaps full. About 5 mile final now. And we are coming in for our landing. Let's go here. Okay, everything's looking good. We'll go and load up our taxi chart. Again, taking runway 5. We'll exit on 3-3 most likely. All right, let's go ahead and arm spoilers. Our speed brake is low. And let's do our cabin check. All right, landing memo, no blue. Got a little bit of stutters here on final, as it always happens. Should be fixed with the next update. I was watching the developer stream. Let me go ahead and turn on our taxi light here too.
500.
Right, autopilot off.
400. 100 above.
Continue.
200. Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
Reverse green. Manual braking. All right, we did it. Not too bad, not too bad. Yep, so we'll turn left on 3-3.
Approaching runway 15, 3-3. Entered runway 15, 3-3.
Westover traffic, Airbus Pilot Club 6, clear of 05, taxiing to the terminal via 3-3 Golf, Westover. Yep, making this left turn onto Golf. Alright, good. So we'll go ahead and turn our landing lights off. And I think we need to go straight here. We'll start the APU. Okay. Let's go turn our radar off. I think then put our transponder to standby. And we'll make a left turn here. Corporate pilot dad, thanks. That's a good line from the movie Airplane. I love it. We're all counting on you. All right, so here we go. Making this turn here. Not sure exactly where we're supposed to go. Oh, I think I know. Okay, so there's no terminal here. Right, so we just need to go here. Let's see. Yep, we need to go right here. I see some services here. Yep. Do we have a marshaller? I think we do. Alright, so let's see. I feel like, I don't know if it's marshaller or where we're supposed to be. We'll try this line here. Yep. Yeah, there's the marshaller. All right, good to go. So let us see here. We do have external power available, so we'll get that connected and we'll turn engine 1 and 2 off. Seat belts off.
The flight is finished. It has been monitored by On Air.
All right, let's get our jet bridge, baggage, catering. Sweet. All right. Yep, we're getting our services. Here's our jet bridge coming. With a nice flight attendant over there, a ramp agent. Take some screenshots here. Alright, so let us go and deboard. And we'll do it fast. Let's go ahead and clean up, make sure we're good to go here. Yep, everything's looking good here. Things turned off here, good. Let's see. Okay, we're okay here. All right, here's the moment of truth. Let's see what rate did we get. Bam, look at that, 177. I do like gladiator movies, yes. Have you ever been to a Turkish prison? Yeah, I love it. So anyways, pretty happy with this landing rate. I know it doesn't matter here, but it's very smooth. Usually we do firm, but did really good on this one. Didn't exceed our taxi speed. Good landing speed here. Everything worked out great, so we'll take that. And we can close that. Okay, let's go ahead and debrief our flight. Throw in the large iPad there for you to see. So here's our full route here. We departed Cincinnati via Rocket 1. Cruised at 37,000 feet, and we arrived into Springfield, Massachusetts via the Stella 1. We took our ILS 5, no problem. Here we'll zoom in. No ATC there, so we broke off the GPS route and vectored ourselves in onto ILS 5. Not sure what happened here with me missing the load from that side, so we intercepted it from the other side here, and landed and taxied to the terminal. And here we are in Springfield, Massachusetts. Looks like we're all buttoned up here, and let's see. Yep, we're all good to go. Let me take some screenshots here for the Pilot Club Discord. Okay. Yeah, that looks great. Back on flight deck, I believe we're deboarded. Yep, 00. We're all good to go. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Our flight was 1 hour and 40 minutes. Let me get rid of the iPad here. So yeah, 1 hour and 40 minutes flight. Pretty much is what we expected. Arrived a little bit early. So that is all good. We will take a break here. I will go eat lunch as it's lunchtime here. And we will continue our journey. Oh, yep. Flaps we didn't retract. We will continue our journey from Springfield onto our next destination that the dispatch gives us. So probably later on today. So stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in, and see you guys later.